Our 6 lonely farmers are taking the next step in their search for a soulmate. Now, to get to know their potential partners a little better, each of our farmers has invited 5 hopefuls to Sydney on a group date. By the end of the day, they will have to choose just 3 to invite back to their farms, a decision that could change the rest of their lives.
Today could be, the first day of hopefully a very long partnership with the love of my life. So we'll just have to wait and see about that.
It mightn't be a hard decision by the end of the day in terms of just going with your heart and feeling who's going to be great to take back to the farm.
The kind of guy I'm looking for is honest and genuine and hardworking, and has a good sense of humour, and is also relaxed and not needy.
I definitely got the butterflies a little bit. This could be the day that changed my life because I could meet the one I marry.
Today is all about having fun, but our singles know they're competing for a heart, the heart of a farmer.
Gonna give me a hug? Someone, come on.
Hello. I've got the butterfly feeling because today's very important.
I'm the only lady that's not wearing black, so that hopefully that'll work to my advantage.
Just going to be myself and just take it head on.
And the farmers are hoping their group dates will help them decide who out of 5 will be the one.
All right, Ben, what are we doing today?
What we're going to do today, I'm going to take you out sailing on the Sydney Harbour.
Rock climbing. How do we feel about that?
I just thought we might enjoy some fine conversation over high tea. I'll put the kettle on.
But it's Farmer Nick who has the biggest surprise in store.
So on the count of 3, you can take your blindfolds off. 1, 2, 3. Here we are. I'm going to sweep you off your feet and show you the sights of Sydney. Let's go.
When I first saw Nick, it was awesome. Butterflies came back again and he seemed really excited to have us all here, so it was really exciting.
26-year-old sheep and potato farmer Nick has only been in one relationship, and that was when he was 16.
Since then, I just found it easy to be single and have fun, and you sort of don't get hurt. But even though I'm one that bounces back pretty quick, but...
Nick says he's never truly been in love, and that he's looking for Mrs. right now.
If it did happen today, tomorrow, year down the track, like, I would not hesitate. Like, I'm ready, I've had me fun, and I would. I'd walk her down the aisle. Like, I'm not scared of that, so...
I can't say I've ever been on a date in a chopper before, never actually. So for as far as first dates go, it was definitely the best I've ever been on.
Yep, that's what it's all about, girls.
Wow.
Whipping around the opera house. Beautiful.
Wicked. That's cool.
That's like a postcard.
Yeah, the chopper flight was great. We've seen the opera house, the bridge, and all the coast. It's all new to me, and I think all the girls loved it.
Over the water.
Yeah, I guess I was in pole position sitting right next to Nick, so there might have been a couple of little cheeky, like, arm-on-arm things, you know, like, oh, no, I'm scared, I'll put my hand on your knee. No, I didn't do that. Yeah, I tried.
Are you all right? They all loved it. Caitlin, she wasn't feeling too well. I think she's nearly going to come apart there at one stage.
It was amazing. Best date I've ever been on, for sure. It's wicked. Loved it.
I've already got a couple of favourites, I must admit, but that's why I do want to just keep an open mind and not just rule out one.
Down below, our far north Queensland farmer Mark is confident he can scale the heights of love.
Coming from far north Queensland, it's a pretty extreme environment, so these girls are going to have to be able to handle those sort of situations, so what better way than indoor rock climbing? This will be a good indication to me to see how you may adapt to that kind of lifestyle.
So if we don't make it to the top, we're out.
Pretty much.
27-year-old Mark spends most of his time running a family-owned tropical fruit farm.
It is something that, as a family, we're very proud of, very passionate about.
Although this farmer has a sweet life, he's motivated to make it even sweeter.
I think that I would complete the right woman's life and she would complete mine, yeah. I think this farmer's really ready. I think this farmer wants to find a wife. And I'm pretty sure there's someone out there that wants to find this farmer.
Each of the girls are putting in the extra effort to impress Mark with their strength and commitment.
Spending more time with Mark today has enabled us to really get a feel for who he is, and it's reignited the excitement. I just wanted to try. Hang on.
Hanging. That's it.
Mark's plan to get the girls to fall for him has obviously worked.
Watch your head.
And as the object of the girls' affection scales all the way to the top, they hang on to his every move.
Thanks, girls. You're all so sweet.
I don't know if it's love at first sight, but in saying that, I definitely think he's a great guy, and I think we've got a bit of chemistry, so who knows what could happen.
Taking advantage of Sydney by sail, our rural Romeo Ben is enjoying his time with a smorgasbord of gorgeous girls.
Pretty cute. And he's really funny and nice and easy to get along with, and that's something that I really like in a male.
Get the bikinis on, girls. Anything can happen now.
Seems very sweet and, yeah, he's, hot maybe. Yeah, he's hot. Yeah, definitely hot.
I'm here to find the love of my life.
Oh, Lord. This man.
You're so handsome, by the way. The dimples are dimpling. They're really getting me.
All the good things.
Season 3, Farmer Wants a Wife. There are 4 very handsome, very single farmers.
Oh my gosh, I am in love with him.
Say hello to Farmer Matt.
I'm Matt from Morro Bay, California. Our farm is unique because we're about 5 miles from the beach. We grow avocados and exotic fruits.
Them girls were trying to touch Matt's avocados. Didn't like it.
Qualities I'm looking for in a wife: someone who's really driven, smart, someone that's really fun too. At the end of the day, I like having a good time.
I think he likes me. Ladies, it's Farmer John.
My name is John. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. The farm has been in my family for about 6 generations.
Do you actually work on the farm?
Oh, of course I do. Happy?
100%.
Having 5 women move in is going to be pretty weird,
Oh my gosh, is that the house?
but I am excited for the chaos.
Handsome man, handsome.
Say hello to Farmer Jay.
I make sure that breath on point. My name is Jay, and I'm from Florence, Alabama. We have a cattle and hay operation. It's been in my family for generations.
I dare you to pick one up.
I have everything I could ever dream of. I'm just missing somebody to share all that with.
Even though I'm a city girl, I could still be a farmer.
Right. Yeah, you definitely look the part.
Meet Farmer Colton.
A lot of dating options in Mina. Tons and tons of women if you're like 80. I'm Colton. I'm from Mina, Arkansas.
I'm just gonna throw it out there and just reel him in.
I've got a 2-year-old little boy that is my whole world.
I definitely want kids of my own. I do want a boy first.
Yeah, you definitely get to pick, so that's good.
Wow, that could be my future husband, and that just so crazy.
Oh, man.
Definitely want to find the right one to bring home to mama.
I don't need 1,000 girls.
Definitely gonna try to kiss her.
I need you, I need you, I need you.
Falling in love with him.
Honestly, she could be my future wife.
You have poopy in your hair.
Something happened.
They've been sneaking off. It just got really real. Want to go home.
This dating process just keeps getting harder and harder.
I am ready to fall in love. I want a wife.
A long way from Sydney Harbour, 33-year-old Ben runs a thriving sheep, cattle and cropping farm in South Australia.
Well, I certainly do love what I do. I love where I'm from, and the only thing that's missing is a lovely lady as well to share everything with me. Sometimes I walk around the property and I think about how good would it be finishing my day's work and walking inside and just having the love of my life in there waiting for me.
As the eldest of 4 siblings and the only one not to be married, Ben says life on the land can be isolating.
I think most of the time when you live on a farm, you do get pretty lonely. I'd definitely much rather go home to a lady and, yeah, not a sheep, that's for sure.
For now, though, it's all smooth sailing in Ben's quest to find the love of his life.
Can't get much better, really. Can't get much more romantic. I'm just having the best day with all the girls, the 5 gorgeous girls that I've chosen. Sailing around Sydney Harbour, Captain Ben on here. Like, yeah, you can't get much better than this, really.
In terms of first date, being on the water, out in the open, talking to a guy, you know, that you sort of potentially could end up in a relationship with is pretty cool.
All of the ladies have made a big impression on Ben, but it was single mum Christy who took his breath away on the speed date.
Something about you caught my eye.
Likewise.
And she manages to get her hands on him first.
So you put your arms around my waist, remember? And then I go like this.
Yeah, it's a lot better having a Titanic moment with a girl rather than being, yeah, on the back of my ute, on my own, listening to a few cows bloody moo away and me mooing back at them. I've got you.
Up next, our singles face their biggest fears. And the competition for our farmers' hearts heats up.
Got some very intense eyes when you talk to him. He seems like a really funny, outgoing guy, which suits my personality extremely well.
One of yous maybe couldn't be my wife, I don't know.
Today, our lonely hearts must choose 3 prospective partners to take back to their farm. In their quest for love, they've set out on a group date. And Farmer Kieran has a big surprise in store for his girls.
This is it, girls, the trapeze.
I'm actually scared of heights, so I was just really overwhelmed and I'm actually like quite freaked out. I can't do it.
As they warm up, Kieran is having a tough time keeping his eyes on the task at hand.
Before we start on the trapeze, we got a chance to do a few stretches. Yeah, that was interesting. It was. Stretching with 5 beautiful girls can be very distracting.
24-year-old Kieran is a 3rd-generation farmer from Young in New South Wales, and he shares a special bond with his mum.
Mum and I are very close, yeah. She's probably been the biggest role model in my life. Probably spoiled us a bit. We can do no wrong in her eyes.
However, this farmer is looking for another woman to build a future with.
I think it's time for me to see if there's a girl out there for me. My partner would definitely ground me for sure, keep me down and make me happy, complete me. Have me at hello. You complete me.
Kieran, I'll get you to climb up over here on the high trapeze.
Lock up.
As Kieran's dates are about to discover, trapeze is all about trust.
I would trust Kieran to catch me, I think. Hopefully he's got strong arms. That's all I can say. Oh my God.
Although he's dropping his dates, this Tarzan is on a mission to find his Jane.
The trapeze today, as a group day, I think was a great idea. Took everyone out of their comfort zone, especially me.
Go on, Superman, you can do it. He looks so hot. Whoa, look at those arm muscles. Honestly, they are sheep shearing muscles.
And next, it's the girls' chance to flex their muscles.
I've never actually done anything like this before, so that's probably my biggest worry, yeah, and it just looks a bit scary, the whole thing. So yeah, I'm not too sure how I'll go.
Oh, my biggest worry is I'm going to look like an idiot, like trying to swing through the air and try and look graceful, but I'm probably just going to be like totally unco. So.
But there's one fearless female who's really out to impress our handsome horseman.
You nervous?
Yeah. Oh, this is way higher than I thought.
I thought Tegan was brilliant. Tegan, she was a natural.
Good, leg straight.
Tegan really just nailed it straight up. So we sort of, I think, made all the girls sit back and go, oh, it's a bit of competition.
Over in Western Australia, 30-year-old winemaker Amelia is also looking for love. And she knows exactly what she's looking for in a husband.
I'd like to find someone that is genuine, honest, trustworthy, caring, and has a general passion for life.
Although love hasn't eluded Amelia, she's yet to find the man of her dreams.
I have met quite a few people who possess all the qualities that I'm after, but unfortunately time and circumstance has not allowed us to be together. So hopefully in the future I'll find someone who can hang around for a little while.
Back in Sydney, Amelia is at Manly Beach with a special surprise that will see her 5 lonely hearts sink or swim.
I've never learnt how to surf properly, so I thought today's the chance to try. So let's go surfing.
Start paddling for me. Okay, here comes the wave. Paddle as hard as you can. All right, just hit the tail of the board, you're on. Up you get. Stay nice and low. Now, you rise up like this, you're on.
I think I've got a fair idea of my top 3 to come back to the farm with me. But perhaps I'll get blown away today. It depends on what the boys are like.
As they head into the water, Amelia is first to get an early equal footing, while the boys are keen to make a splash and impress their date.
I'm going to try my hardest to impress Amelia today. Do a few dances on the board, see how we go.
I don't think surfing's going to make it or break it today for these boys. You know, we'll all bring something different, and hopefully Amelia sees that and sees through what we can do on a board.
Although Amelia is colliding with her beach buddies on their boards, have 2 hearts already collided.
I wouldn't say I have romantic feelings for her. That'd be probably jumping the gun a little bit. But hopefully after today I'll be in love and you know, we'll get married soon.
Back on dry land, Farmer Charles is treating his lovely ladies to high tea.
All right, are we ready to make some orders?
I think so.
Good, good. All right, what would you like? Have you decided?
Can I have the Russian caravan, please?
Russian caravan, sure.
And for me, the Prince of Wales.
Prince of Wales, not a problem.
I thought high tea might be a nice thing to do today. It's probably, I mean, it is obviously quite removed from the farm, but you know, you need to be able to just enjoy smoko under a gum tree, but at the same time, you know, in a girl, you want someone that's, you know, has got that sort of sophistication, I suppose.
32-year-old Charles runs a 6,000-acre property in northern New South Wales. But when he's not herding his sheep, he has some surprising hobbies.
When I'm not farming, just, you know, interested in a range of different things, really. You know, I like the arts, you know, film, music, literature, you know, that kind of stuff.
But one thing's missing in this cultured countryman's life, and that's a companion.
In a partner, I'd love to find a girl that'd come into my life and share the vision and help realise the potential that this farm's got.
Thanks for having us, Charles.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty much every day on the farm.
On the farm.
Yeah.
You'd whip this up of a morning, right? Before you go out and must do it.
Pretty much, come in.
I just see you cutting love hearts out of us.
I think Charles is taking this all really seriously, and I think he's a very thoughtful person. I think he's been the ultimate gentleman. He's been dividing his attentions very much evenly between everybody and giving everyone a fair crack.
And like a sandwich, Ruth?
Oh, wow, thank you.
It strikes me as really natural and really honest and genuine, and I think they're really important qualities.
There was a number of girls that shined actually today. There's a style and elegance there in each of them that was very appealing.
Oh, definitely.
Up next, two lonely hearts are beating faster.
We can make lovely music together, maybe on the farm.
Definitely.
And later, our farmers face one of the toughest decisions they've had to make.
There is the tough choice of saying goodbye to two of these gorgeous girls.
Today's group dates are helping our farmers decide which three lonely hearts they'll take back to their farms. High above the harbour, Farmer Nick has wowed his women with a spectacular chopper ride.
Take it a bit easy there, Michael. The girls are getting a bit giddy, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely the most impressive date I've ever been on. I've never been flown over the harbour. It's pretty romantic too, so yeah, it definitely tops the dates I've been on.
How was that?
But that's not all Nick has planned for his ladies.
Still got more in store for you girls. A Sheridan on the park. The next plan of attack for the rest of the day is off to the Sheridan and have a few drinks, so that should relax everyone and get to know them a bit better. So I'm actually looking forward to this a bit more.
We have enough flowers for everyone for behind our ears to say we're
single. With an asparagus.
Who wants one? You want this?
Behind the ear.
Nick's pretty cute, funny, likes to crack the odd joke or two. Sometimes they're a bit lame, but you know, they're all right.
I'm all good.
It is hard to get a word in edgeways with these girls. They're very loud and very talkative. And I mean, back home I am like that with my friends, but here next to them, I'm sort of the one in the corner.
Even though the girls are all competing for Nick's attention, Tegan has already struck a chord after making a big impression on their speed date.
Tegan caught my eye, and I think there's so much we have in common, and I just want to get to know her better. That sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Do you to be able to teach you one day? Or?
Oh, definitely. We'll start at this end and work our way up, shall we?
Did you know you are cute as a button? Like, seriously? I'm not just saying that, but you are. You have a pretty smile. You do. You like.
Thank you.
You are cute as.
I think Nick is very handsome, super nice, funny. He's probably the whole package, I guess.
I know I'm not the best at this sort of stuff, but I'd love for you to teach me. You reckon you teach me a note or two?
All right. He's on his way to sweeping me off my feet. Yes, definitely. No, babe.
No, babe.
Ready? Like this. And just hit it. Yay! We got a winner.
Winner, winner.
Yeah.
Chicken dinner.
Well
Thanks,
done.
Steve.
That's all right. Thank you.
And, thanks the whole day.
Yeah,
Loved
it was
every
lovely.
minute.
We can make lovely music together, maybe on the farm.
Definitely.
I think Nick could definitely be Mr. Right, but I don't want to jinx myself, so fingers crossed.
With love on today's menu, Farmer Ben is taking his ladies to lunch, and he has the meeting out of the palm of his hands.
Choo-choo, choo-choo. Today's an important day because I could potentially be meeting, the love of my life, my future wife maybe. So she could be one out of the 5, and hopefully, get to see what we can come up with.
Cheers. Ben's got he's got some very intense eyes when you talk to him, which kind of makes you lose your track of thought. But he's really easygoing, and you don't really have to kind of worry about what you're going to say next, which is really cool.
Good about that too. I think Lucy's very much a fun-loving girl, so we sort of might have the same personalities a bit. So we'll see how that goes.
He seems like a really funny, outgoing guy, which suits my personality extremely well, because I'm fun and outgoing as well. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
One of you maybe couldn't be my wife, I don't know. So Oh, this is going to be absolute nightmare the next few hours. I don't know how I'm going to decide what girls I'm going to take to the farm. They're all awesome in a different way, so yeah, I think I'm not sure at the moment, not sure.
Outside in the surf, 5 hopeful hotties have made an impression on Western Australian winemaker Amelia, and one potential partner is already on her radar.
Out of the group of 5 that I had the date with today, Martin shined with his personality. I think he's a really great guy. So Martin, you're pretty good in the surf out there. You've obviously done it before. Had a bit of practice?
Yeah, I surfed in Scotland before I came here. Yeah, it was one of the reasons.
Big wetsuits.
Definitely a wetsuit, but not here today. It's fantastic.
Well, if you can surf in Scotland, you can surf here.
You can surf anywhere. That's
exactly, it's hardcore.
Well, I think I showed Amelia that was genuine. I think that's probably one of my strong points, that I'm genuine. And everything I say is just how it is, I think.
What do Scottish people know about wine?
We know everything about everything.
Gotta have something to drink with your haggis.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like wine. I don't
so
mind.
What would be the best wine to match with haggis?
Oh, I don't think you could drink it with wine. I think you've got to have a whiskey or something, I think.
Whiskey?
Yeah. But I'd make an exception and probably have a red, I would think.
Yeah. I think Martin's a genuinely happy guy and he's got a great sense of humour. And I think if I decided to take him back to the farm, he'd make it a really, really fun time. But yeah, I still need to think quite seriously about who I'm going to choose. And yeah, it's going to be tough.
Back indoors, Farmer Charles is enjoying the company of his ladies at the Victoria Tea Room.
So when you're on the farm, what would be the worst, biggest trial and tribulation, like water, loneliness?
I think there was a bit of chemistry, yep, definitely, between me and Charles. And in terms of conversation, of course, that wasn't forced at all and just felt quite natural, really. So that's exciting and see how it goes from there.
Hi.
Although Charles has already bonded with city girl Lucy over their mutual love of books.
Sort of like Tuesdays with Murray, maybe?
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
Book.
Yeah, it's quite amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Today, he wants to know just how serious she is about making the move to the country.
Your idea of the country, is it because obviously, you know, being a city girl and it's, you know, it's not fairly romantic or idealised. Do you think at all, or?
I think there's a lot of peace just,
yeah.
you know, being out there and being in nature.
There's that, but there's also, you know, there is just the everyday work and the heat and the dust and the flies and what about that aspect of it?
Yeah, like everything else, until you experience it, it's hard to comment, but it's definitely something that I'd want to be interested to have a go at.
Yeah.
Have a try.
Yep.
So,
no, that's good. That's good.
know?
I think that's all you can...
Yeah, exactly.
All you can do, true of anything. Yeah. The thing about Lucy is that, you know, although she doesn't have that country background, that doesn't really matter, I don't think, at the end of the day. If you've got a similar sort of mindset there, then, you know, for me, I think that's, you know, that's the foundation. And if you've got that, well, then everything else can follow or take care of itself.
Coming up, it's decision time, as only 3 city singles will make it to the farm.
The first girl to join me back on the farm is...
And one farmer faces a confronting question.
How do you feel that I have a daughter?
Probably not the thing that I would usually go for in a girl.
Our youngest farmer, Kieran, has been testing out his trapeze skills with his lovely ladies on a group date. But he's keen to get to know the girls better, so he takes them to firmer ground.
I felt quite comfortable with the girls, and I think doing the trapeze definitely made us, as a group, definitely made us all sort of relax, which is good.
Cheers. Cheers. Oh, it's really hard to tell if there's any chemistry because there's 4 other beautiful girls in exactly the same position, but at the same time you can't help but feel excited when you're around him. So.
Student nurse Tegan first mesmerised Kieran on their speed date.
Beautiful eyes. You been told that before?
A little bit, but I don't know about that, but thank you.
You've got stunning eyes.
Thank you.
And today, Kieran's keen to unlock the key to her heart.
What does love mean to you, Tegan?
Love? Well, obviously it's that special thing you find in that special someone.
Okay.
Someone to call your best friend.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely a bit of chemistry there between Tegan and I. Hope so.
Tell me about love.
Oh, I just think love is a beautiful thing. You know, it's a person you connect with, someone you get on really well with, enjoy spending time with, yeah.
Tegan, yeah, she seems a very natural, down-to-earth girl. Very relaxed and very enjoyable to be around.
I just have a question.
Yeah, sorry, you go.
What do you love about the farm?
I just love the lifestyle. I always have. I'm just missing a girl, and once I get the girl, I'm set.
She's a lovely, lovely girl. She's got beautiful eyes, stunning hair, lovely heart. I think she's an all-round girl.
Back at Ben's group date, the drinks and the conversation are flowing. And it's single mum Christy who's captivated our South Australian farmer.
I think there is more than meets the eye with her, and yeah, I wouldn't mind getting to know her better and trying to find out a bit more about her. How you going, all right?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come and sit a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did you choose me? Because you,
Why?
yeah.
Out
of all the farmers that were on there.
I didn't look at any of the farmers.
No, didn't need to.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Well, that's all right, isn't it?
How do you feel about that?
Pretty special.
Yeah.
And you're quite happy with that choice?
Yeah.
Now that you've met me?
I actually feel that it's getting better and better.
Yeah.
Something really important to me in my heart, in my whole life, is of course my daughter. And I want to ask you, like, so how do you feel that I have a daughter?
To start with, I probably, yeah, it's always, probably not the thing that I would usually go for in a girl, because I've always wanted to start my own family. You're still young enough to have kids as well, some more kids, so it's, and you seem like a beautiful person, and it's like I'm not gonna hold that against you just because you've already got a daughter.
I really respect you for doing that.
Yeah, I would like to get to know her more and see how it goes from there. But yeah, she's gorgeous and her daughter's gorgeous. So, and I've probably got past the nappy stage anyway, so I hope to talk again very soon. Very, very soon.
Yeah, very soon. See you. See you later.
See ya.
Of course I did. I kissed him, okay?
Yeah, so I don't know what to say about that.
Okay. Right,
Over at our rock climbing date, some of the girls are scaling new heights. So, our Queensland fruit farmer Mark steals some time away with veterinary nurse Kerry.
I think Mark has a lot of potential, so there's definitely possibilities.
How are the hands going?
Yeah, a little bit rough.
Yeah.
A little bit rough, but it's sore. Bit sore here.
Oh, really? The guns?
Yes,
Guns
yeah,
are a
the
bit
guns
sore?
are
Yeah. So there's obviously some attraction there. What did it attract you to me when you were looking through?
I don't know. I think it's without knowing someone.
It's hard.
It's hard, but I just knew as soon as I saw you just how chilled you were. Very friendly, very open.
Are you ready for love? Are you looking for love?
Yes, I'm looking for love. I think when the time's right and the person's right and the situation's right, I'm ready.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the time could be right?
Time could be right.
We just need to suss out the situation and person.
See how it goes?
Yeah.
I like Mark quite a bit. This much.
Up next,
He's blushing.
our farmers face the tough decision of who to take back to their farms.
Well, the third and final girl that I choose to bring back to the farm is going to be...
The day is almost over, and now our farmers face the serious task of deciding which 3 of their dates they'll take back to their farms. And the first to make his decision is charming Farmer Ben.
Yeah, it's such a serious decision to make because one of these 5 girls could be my wife. I've got a very big challenge ahead of me.
I do have to ask one question before we move on. Any Kate Leo moments on the boat? Did you recreate Titanic?
Yes, well, Christy and I, we're up the front, out there amongst the breeze and the waves coming. It was quite good. We had a bit of a moment there, didn't we?
Yeah. Of course, I would love to go to the farm. I'd love to have that more intimate time, have some fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good to see who he chooses to take to the farm, and hopefully it's
Ben, as fun and romantic as today was, there is the tough choice of saying goodbye to 2 of these gorgeous girls, and I'm going to leave it with you, unfortunately.
The first girl that I'm going to invite back to the farm is going to be Lucy.
Thanks, Ben.
No, I think we hit it off from minute 1. Just an easy, fun-loving sort of girl. So.
You too. Thanks. No, I'm really stoked that he felt, the connection that I felt as well. So it's a huge, huge relief.
Second girl that I'm going to choose to bring home on the farm, Janine.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, one more girl, Ben. I know this has been tough. The final girl to be joining you on the beautiful farm in South Australia. Who is she?
Well, the third and final girl that I choose to bring back to the farm is going to be Christy.
No, thank you. Can't wait.
Me and Elise, I think we're too outgoing and too funny and probably too much personality for him. So I think you made the best decision for him.
Well, this farmer's pretty close to maybe finding himself a wife.
Thoughtful Farmer Charles is about to make his decision.
It is hard to make a decision as big as this on as little time as it's been.
And anxiously waiting are 5 gorgeous girls. Is he the ultimate gentleman, ladies? Yes?
Yeah, he does all right.
Just between you and I, is there any real sparks and connections?
Just between you and I?
Just between us two.
Okay. I'm not giving you that. No.
He's blushing. I think you've just answered.
Yeah.
I don't really know who's going to go to the farm. I sort of thought I picked his 5, but I'm not sure if I can pick the 3 that are going to go through.
I'd be disappointed if I wasn't picked, and I'd be very surprised if I was, yeah.
I don't know who Charles's favourites are. It's a very tough call.
Right, Charles, it's decision time. Who will be joining you on the farm?
The first is Lucy.
Thank you, Charles. That's fabulous, and I'm very excited, very pleased and happy, and love to come to the farm and spend some time getting to know your life there and getting to know you better. Thank you.
Megan. Hopefully
Very excited. Yep, very, very looking forward to it. Love to come to the farm.
The lucky last will be joining you on the farm.
What I'd like to ask is Donna. If she'd care to come and visit, that'd be great.
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you.
Yeah, it's disappointing. It would have been nice to spend more time with Charles, but that's fine. I think there's someone out there for everyone, yeah. So when I find my forever person, that'll be good.
Ladies, it's been a fun day for Farmer Mark, and he now has his 3 favourites.
The first girl to join me back on the farm is Emily.
I'm just really excited, super excited to see where he's from. Yeah, you never know what could happen.
Second lady joining me on the farm, that's Claire.
Thank you. Thank you.
The lucky last lady coming to the farm is Kerry. And that's why, because you just got
Woo! That's a yes.
Yeah.
Should we drink?
Yes.
You can give him a hug if you like. Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
I was so excited. It was good. It was good. It was a bit of a surprise.
Still to come, more life-changing decisions are made
Got to face it, don't I?
as our farmers choose who to take back to their farms. Hello, Nick. Larrikin farmer Nick has had a tough day of decision-making, and now it's crunch time. How are you going to top this?
No, I don't think I will, Nat. No, I'll try to with chicken Kiev and maybe a side dish of veggies maybe or something. Yeah.
Very hard to tell at this stage what's going through Nick's mind. I think Tegan's probably a favourite. They seem to have a bit of chemistry going on.
I think the hot favourite would be Soph, for sure. So, Nick, tell us who you'd like to invite back to your farm.
Yeah, okay, Nat. Well, the 3 girls I'd like to take back to the farm, and for the 2 that will be left behind, like, you would be snuggled up in Gordon like that, I promise you. But the 3, Sophie, you're a ball of laughs, and I still think there's a lot to get to know about you, and I don't think we've quite opened up yet. Tegan, I love even just here playing music there today, and I also think she'd get along great with my sisters too, so The last girl I'd like to invite back to the farm is you, Tamika. I don't think I know you real well yet, but I think just there's a lot more to get to know you about, and it should be fun. Yeah.
I look forward to it. I'm so excited that Nick chose me to go to the farm with him. I can't wait to spend more time with him and get to know the farm life a little bit more and shear some sheep, hopefully shoot a gun maybe, I don't know. Really excited.
Back outside on the harbour, bubbly winemaker Amelia is ready to deliver her verdict.
Beautiful day.
Gorgeous
Learning
day.
to surf. The decision today was very tough and it will impact on my future life, and who knows, I might find myself with a husband.
I guess I'll start with my number 1, who is Martin. Hope you come back to Yelling Up.
Thank you very
Meet
much.
my dad.
Fantastic, yeah. Yeah, great. Shaky knees at one point, so yeah, excited.
Right, my number 2 will be Steve. I'd like you to come back to Yelling Up.
That'll be great. I'm looking forward to coming to the Margaret River. Yeah, I'm over the moon.
My final person to come back to the farm will be James.
I really didn't think I'd actually get through. She was teasing me a little bit there.
You need it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I have come a short journey, but I do feel that I'm on my way towards finding that elusive thing called love.
And last but not least, our handsome horseman Kieran is ready with his decision.
When I was sitting with Nat, with all 5 girls in front of me, it became so real. I was fairly nervous then. The nerves really kicked in then.
I know you had a hard time with this. As much fun as today was, there is a serious side, and you now have to make a very big decision. Say goodbye to 2 of these gorgeous girls.
Got to face it, don't I?
Not looking forward to this?
Not at all, no.
Okay, who is the first girl that will be joining you on the farm?
First girl that'll be joining me is Tegan.
Thank you.
You're just a fun girl, and you got lovely eyes and beautiful hair.
Being chosen to go to the farm is really exciting because I guess that brings you that little bit closer to being able to find someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with. So really excited.
The second girl I'm inviting back will be Sarah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now that I'm one step closer to going to the farm, I really see the possibility of possibly Kieran and I having a future together, so it's very exciting.
Who's the third girl that will be with you?
Third girl will be Jay.
Thank you so much.
It's going to be very interesting living with all 3 girls under the one roof. They're all pretty girls, they're all lovely girls, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Very.